Welcome to another of Sensei Michael's session on Singapore Math. Today we're going to explore average. Many students do not realize that average is basically an interaction between the total and the number or quantity of the items inside. So once you realize that, average becomes a concept that's much easier to deal with. So as usual, every time we read a question, we need to ask 3 questions. What do we know? What can we find out? And what is the same or hasn't changed? Now, when we read this first sentence, so David's average score for 2 tests was 70. So we have an average for 2 tests. We have a 70. What can we find out from here? We can find the total. So in this case, the total, when you know the average, will be 70 times 2, giving us 140. So we now know that the total for David's 2 tests. Okay, so 2 tests here. This is what they get. Now, David obtained an average score of 74 after the 3rd test. So again, what can we find out from these 2 information given you? 3rd test means 3 tests altogether. So in this case, we can actually find total from the 3 tests. So 74 times 3 gives us 222. So this is 3 tests. So what does this tell you? We've got 3 tests, we got 2 tests. If we take the difference between these 2, then obviously we'll have his 3rd test. So 222 take away 140, and that gives us 82. Okay, so David actually scored better for his 3rd test. Or actually, we can't really tell, okay, because for his first 2 tests, he might score very well for one and actually fail the other paper. Okay, so but from here, once we understand how average interacts with total, we are actually able to solve an average question. So here's another question from Sensei Michael for Singapore Math.